Hello and welcome to Lessons Learned, a periodic series of conversations with friends and students, faculty, and supporters of Benjamin Franklin Institute of Technology. I am Aisha Francis, the president and CEO of BFIT, and I'm here today to talk about our electrical engineering program, which was recently ABET-accredited. We're so proud of that accomplishment and so happy to have that addition to the constellation of programs that we offer. I'm here with the program chair, Professor Lisa Shatz. Dr. Shatz is also brought along a wonderful student, Daylin Dominguez, with whom we'll speak about his experience at Benjamin Franklin Institute of Technology. So welcome to you both.
Thank you.
So Dr. Shatz, I'd love for you to please share with our audience who you are and a bit about our program's distinguishing features, because we are in the greater Boston area where there are several engineering programs and a lot of focus on STEM, but I think it would be wonderful for people to know what makes our program stand out.
Well, thank you very much, President Francis, for this opportunity. And a little bit about myself. I did all my education at MIT. I have a bachelor's, master's, and PhD from MIT. And I've run an electrical engineering program for over a decade. I was at Suffolk University running our electrical engineering program there. And we were looking to move our program to a different school. And we decided on Benjamin Franklin Institute of Technology because it is so focused on students, and it's because it cares so much about students, and that fits in well with what our program is all about, because we're all about the students as well. I was recently at a forum, and a lot of schools are, believe that you should weed out the engineers from the non-engineers the first year, and that's the opposite of our philosophy. So our philosophy is, you want to do engineering, we will support you, we will help you, and we'll do all we can for you to make it through our program, which is very, very rigorous, but also very satisfying. So we have a lot of projects. We have labs with almost every engineering course. That's unusual for an engineering program. Usually, maybe half the classes have labs. We have it with every engineering class. We have a lot of projects that we work on. We also emphasize electric power in our curriculum. I think we're the only school that does that. So other schools, you might have an option of delving deeper into electric power, but in our core curriculum, you delve deeper into electric power because the industry came to us and said, please, could you emphasize electric power in your curriculum? We need more engineers in this field. So as I say, the faculty have close relationships with the students, and we try to bring out the best in them. And so we encourage students to, to go for it, to participate in competitions. And certainly Daylin's, he did get the message loud and clear about that. We also encourage them to be involved in professional society right when they come. Even as freshmen, we register them as IEEE members. We have a student branch. We have a student branch in power and energy as well. So I think all those things sets us apart from the other programs.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that overview and for bringing Daylin to this conversation. I think that's a wonderful segue into your story, Daylin. So Daylin Dominguez, senior electrical engineering student at Benjamin Franklin Institute of Technology. Thank you for being here. And I'd love to know a bit about your background and how you came to enroll at Benjamin Franklin in engineering.
Hi, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here in this video. So one of the things is that when I graduated from high school, I wanted to do civil engineering, and that was kind of like my during the first 2 years at a community college, that was my focus on doing civil engineering. But then when I graduated from a community college, I was looking for a place for a school to sort of like continue my civil engineering degree, but I went to Benjamin Franklin for about 2 or 3 times to just kind of like to see how the environment was, and what other programs that I could take, because I didn't have a civil engineering degree. So I went there to apply for a construction certificate, management certificate. So when I got there, one of the advisors said, "Why don't you do a different degree? Like we offer 4-year degree programs in which you could enroll." So he mentioned about electrical engineering starting at the school, and how the program was kind of like building up to with a few students. So he gave me a tour through the labs and lab rooms that they had, and I was very intrigued. I was like, oh, maybe this is something I want to do. So I went back home. I told my father, hey, look, I might be changing my career to electrical engineer, and I think it's just fun. They have it at that school and all that, and the affordability too, because Benjamin Franklin is well known for being like Dr. Shatz mentioned, it's focused on the students, and money shouldn't be the reason why you shouldn't enroll to school. So I after a week I applied for the electrical engineering program. I got accepted, and that's how I started at Benjamin Franklin. I did not have any interest in electrical engineering before until I had a few times, going to Benjamin Franklin and seeing all the things that they do. And, all of that gave me a feeling like this is something I might like doing actually.
Well,
So,
clearly it suits you well because you have been very successful as a student here and taken advantage of lots of opportunities for professional development and professionalism, which leads me to one of the things that is really exciting in terms of your accomplishments as a student, which is that you entered a hackathon sponsored by MIT, and that hackathon resulted in a win for you and your team, revolving around the SpreadRo. So I'd love to learn a little bit more. Have you tell me about the SpreadRo and the invention, the robot, and then just the highlights of what it was like to participate in this particular hackathon.
Great. Yes. Well, like Dr. Chat mentioned, in the program we pay for an IEEE membership, and that's how I heard about the MIT competition. It's actually called Make MIT, and it was 2020-21 this year, and I started my idea came before going to Benjamin Franklin, in the sense of a more of a mechanical product, yeah, like a mechanical thing that I could build. But with the knowledge that I learned from a couple of projects that I did in the electrical engineering program, and the support from my professors, Dr. Shatz and Dr. Christensen, Dr. Siet too, and Dr. Sonic as well. So with all that knowledge, I was like, maybe I can build something that can mechanically spread something and can be controlled autonomously or electronically. So I decided to build this a small robot that can work autonomously and can spread ice melt on the driveway, so that before the snow builds up, it melts it. And after we built it, we applied to two categories, to compete in two categories. The most environmental friendly robot, and the best home robot from iRobot. And luckily we won. It was a great experience. We had help from I had help from my professors at Benjamin Franklin, and then I also had help from a couple of professors from MIT, and one engineer from iRobot that kind of like just gave me an idea and helped me walk through the process of building, a robot, because in engineering we have certain steps and things that we follow in order to come up with the final product. So it was a great experience. I'm gonna say that I was lucky, but I do want to give credits to my professors at Benjamin Franklin. All the knowledge I learned and all the things that I done in the labs, I think has been paying off. And when it comes to like building something that you can physically touch and that you can apply it in real life, real life applications, things that we see every day, like the snow.
That's terrific. I'm going to ask you one final question. I'm going to come to Professor Shatz, and then Daylin, my question for you will be, what's next? What's next for SpreadRo, the robotic ice melt spreader, and what's next for you after graduation? But before that, I'd like to ask you, Professor Shatz, if all students at BFIT have this kind of opportunity, and what studies and research show, because I know that the way that the program is built is very evidence-based, about students' interaction with real-world experiences and project-based learning is, and the value of that in electrical engineering.
Yeah, so our projects we do are real-life projects that they do in the lab. And we also have our alumni come in and also speak to students too, and tell them what they're doing. We have internship opportunities as well. And just about all of our students who want internships get internships, at least from junior year on. And so I think our ties to industry, I think, encourage our students to stick with it, and they could see themselves later in their careers in meeting alumni. So yeah.
Thank you for that. And then Daylin, we'll close it out with you. What's next? What's on the horizon for the invention and for you with graduation pending in May, right?
Yes. Well, one of the things is that my project will be part of my senior project, except it's gonna be a little better, I'm hoping. And I have to do some, as I mentioned before, the first robot was more of a prototype, and I hope that I can make it better for my senior project and make it more of like a real, like something challenging and nice to build. I would love to get my master's degrees in electrical engineering, but at the moment I'm just still trying to figure out and trying to finish up my last 2 courses that I have so I can graduate. But yes, definitely at some point in life I do want to continue my education, and with SpreadRo, I am still working on what I can do with it, when it comes to patenting and things like that. But it's a big decision, and it's a big investment. Right now I'm just waiting. I'm working in a great company at the moment, and I'll graduate and see what comes next.
Well, thank you so much, Daylin, for sharing your story and spending time with us. Congratulations to you on the hackathon win, on the progress that you're making to develop this invention and patent it. It's exciting. We look forward to hearing more. And I'm going to congratulate you in advance on graduation, which I know is around the corner. Thank you so much. And thank you, Professor Shatz, for the work that you and your team do at Benjamin Franklin Institute of Technology.
Thank you, Dr.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Shatz.
Bye.
Bye-bye.